Mountain Air. That's where I'm headed. Cool mountain air. What's going on, everybody? So, the trip is kind of nearing an end, almost. I'm on my way back towards Wisconsin, and I'm having one of the most challenging days that I've had on the trip so far. And challenging in a emotional way, not necessarily a good way, as I've been talking about throughout this series. And it's not because of any particular one thing. Okay, so that was fun. That cheered me up a bit. Even though he wasn't blaring at me, he was blaring at the intersection. Anyway. See, I've had several things happen over the last couple of days that just have been challenging. And just kind of put me in a sour mood a bit. But the beauty of central New Mexico right now is helping cure that a little bit. I'm going to be in Tucumari in about 2.5 hours or so, maybe 3 at the most. I'm looking forward to hanging out there, and I'm actually thinking about staying in one of Tucumari's very inexpensive hotels. Talking like Travelodge or Motel 6. Or maybe that one place with the airplane that I passed by, so many episodes ago. Kind of want to stay at the Blue Swallow, but it's $98 to stay there. And right about now, it's a bit too rich for my blood. Ooh, I should probably slow down. Going through Mountain Air. I kind of like the name of this town because I mentioned enjoying the crisp mountain air. How we doing on gas? But we should probably stop. I don't need to stop, but I'm gonna stop. This battery tender setup, it's super nice. I'm glad I did it. I did a video on how I installed it. I haven't uploaded it yet. I gotta edit it, but I'll do that soon, and you'll see that soon for anybody who wants to do the same thing. I've been getting ridiculously good gas mileage, and me fueling up here is just kind of a safety measure, I guess. Probably gonna have just barely over a gallon here. Yeah. Let's see what the gas mileage is. 15354. Already time for my 15,000 maintenance. It's gonna have to wait a couple thousand miles. 6, boom. 55.48. Gas mileage has been amazing. Alright, it's time to rock and or roll. Get the heck out of Mountain Air. How come there's no mountains in Mountain Air? Getting stuck behind the horse truck. No credit needed. For what? I bet you there is a single horse in that truck up there, because this definitely looks like a one-horse town. That's a compliment to anybody who lives in Mountain Air. Tierra Madre rather than Sierra Madre. Kind of a cool little town, actually, now that I'm passing through it. I mean, they got a fun slide. You don't have a stop. Unless you're turning, you don't have a stop. You don't have a stop. You gotta keep going. So yeah, I apologize for my demeanor in this video. Just been one of those days, you know, and almost always I am positive in this series, and just having one of those moments where I'm having a rough day and it's all up here. I just pointed to my helmet. I'm used to having two cameras. You know, I just gotta enjoy the beauty of the ride, have a good time while on the motorcycle, and the world will be a better place for myself. So that's what I'm going to try and do for the next 2.5, 3 hours on the way to Tucumcari. Oh, and the other thing that happened, woo, it's windy, is I got a big old crack in my GoPro. So I'm not pleased about that. My GoPro Hero 5, the screen on the back. Thank goodness it's not the lens on the front, but there's the mountains from out there. It just seems like a town named Mountaineer should be like in the mountains. Like, I know we're in some elevation here, but mountains are back behind us. So I guarantee you by the end of this video, I'm going to turn my mood around. That this ride to Tucumcari is going to be that amazing, that this rare occasion where you see me in a bad mood, that's all going to flip around by the time I get to Tucumcari. And the wind's been brutal today. That was my last complaint. The wind has been very brutal today. Right now it's alright, but there was a couple stretches there where I was going on a straightaway, and the wind was coming from my right. And I had to counter steer the whole time, like 30 miles straight. Alright, that was the last complaint. We're gonna have fun the rest of this ride. So the other day in my ride to Pie Town series, I talked briefly about going fast on the motorcycle and how to get comfortable with it. This road right here, this is the easiest road to ride fast on. I mean, prior to this trip, I didn't go faster than 75 miles an hour on my motorcycle. Now at times when I'm doing 60 in fifth gear, I feel like the damn motorcycle's lugging. For those geology buffs, this area we're in, we're between mountains. So there's mountains on our left, and there's mountains on our right, and there's mountains in front of us, and look in the rear view mirror, there's mountains behind us. We're in what's called a graben, G-R-A-B-E-N, and a graben is, if my geology studies from a long time ago are still with me, a graben is like an area that's been lowered either by fault, like, you know, earthquakes, or it was an ancient seabed and it's lowered from the mountains around it. I'm going to put down below after, I'm going to point after this turn. Oh, that wind is brutal. Oh, counter steer. Oh, that was a rough one, guys. So, here's the definition of a graben right down here. was fun? Who says a Sporty doesn't have power? Sure as heck does. See, now I'm 55 in 5th gear. I feel like this damn thing is lugging. Welcome to the village of Willard. Gas is locked in at $3.10 there. So that place must not have closed down too long ago. Or it closed down during the Bush administration, the second Bush administration, when gas was that high. I think I'm still on the road I need to be on. See what this sign says. Doesn't seem right. The road's too skinny. Well, I guess it's right. That is the weirdest little place. Abandoned with a bunch of dead trees around it. Well, if I need a place to stay tonight, for some reason I get stuck, that's where I'm staying. Last time I rode through this area, it was cold and cloudy and threatening rain. These clouds are gorgeous, and I'm not too worried about them, but I'm just not really in the mood for rain. Man, I don't know about this. This just does not seem right. I'm gonna stop and look at my phone. Ah, that was a good spot. I should have stopped there. Go slower here so I can find a spot to stop safely. Crazy looking. A graben within a graben. I kind of want to go down there and hang out down there. That's crazy looking. It's like a meteorite hit there or something. Dried up lake, man. That's crazy. When I used to do trail work, working with high school kids early on in my career, and one of them would get into a sour mood, I would say to them, before the end of the day, I want you to say 3 positive things, no matter what it is. Could be anything. Could be like, you like cheesecake, or your mom is the best mom, or building that bridge that we built was amazing. You know, stuff like that. So, I'm going to do the same thing to myself. I'm going to force myself to say 3 positive things. And man, this area is so crazy looking. I'm going to stop here. Take a picture, man. This is crazy looking.